Hello guys and welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hi, hello, I'm so glad that you're here. So, you see my face guys, this is going to be fun, maybe more fun for you, but more awkward for me. So, yeah, uh, like I said in my previous video, I would like to try to do something different this year, and I'm just kind of giving a little challenges for myself, and I would like to do a little bit I would like to do something a little bit different with my current channel, and hopefully you will still like it, and hopefully someone can enjoy it, even though that I do have my fair shares of hiccups in reading session of the nice and beautiful English language. But I will try my best, and please be gentle in the comments. And yeah, without more of my rambling, I will just get into the Am I the A-hole stories from Reddit. And here is the first one that's titled Am I the A-hole for telling a pregnant woman to sit on the ground instead of giving her my seat? Oof, we are on a good start, aren't we? Okay. So, my nephews both graduated from high school this morning, and I wanted to sit up front. So, I camped out a bit in front of the entrance. I brought my folding camping chair and my headphones to listen to my show. About 40 minutes before the school would let us inside, a pregnant woman got next to me since somebody let her in line, I assume her partner. She asked me within 5 minutes, politely, apparently, or tried to be polite, if she could have my chair, as she was going to have trouble standing the whole time. I said no. Sorry, I needed it more. Bad feet, knees, and went back to my things. She asked me again within 2 minutes, and the answer was the same. She, however, got a little mad and said that she was going to be struggling the whole time and asked her partner to tell me. He asked me himself politely, and I again responded that sorry, but I needed it more, and suggested she could wait in their car or just sit in the ground. At this point, the husband directly called me an asshole, but left me alone. So the ultimate question is, am I the a-hole? Okay. Okay. This is this is kind of like dividing now, isn't it? Because ultimately she was titled with not the a-hole on the Reddit. So yeah, so she took her own folding chair so she wouldn't have to stand and wait for everything to, I guess, to open so they could go to the celebration or whatnot. And then the pregnant lady asked her if she could have her seat. But AP has apparently like joint issues, so she said no. It's not really clear. I think she didn't really explain the pregnant lady like she had her own health issues or whatnot. So at this point, it's kind of 50-50 for me, to be honest. Just because, like, okay, yeah, I get it. You have knee problems, also depending on how bad the knees are. But if it's a pregnant lady, like if it would be me, and I do have bad knees, I had injury, and that left me with life lasting pain. So I'm fully can imagine, yeah, if you have to stand for a longer time, yes, it does get uncomfortable, and depends on the injury or the issue. It can be less painful, or it can get excruciating pain, like sharp pain in the joints. But again, like if it's a pregnant lady, yeah, I would probably just give her my seat, to be honest, just because also like I don't want to get into an arguments in any way. And also, to me, it would be nice to know how far along she was, like how much she was showing, as in like, because I can imagine in the third trimester, right? Like, oh, when the belly is big, and then I've heard like, yeah, you get a lot of back pain and all that kind of stuff. So I personally would give her my seat. Is she the a-hole? 50-50 for me, to be honest. But let's see what the comment says. So, so Realistic Head 4279 says, "Not the a-hole. You refused to give up the chair you brought because you needed it due to your own health conditions. I do feel for the woman, but she and her partner should have brought their own chairs and not assumed they were entitled to yours." Yeah, well, uh, yeah, it's a great point in the sense like, yeah, if you are in fact far along, then okay, maybe the woman didn't think about it, but like maybe the partner should have thought about, hey, maybe I should take my own folding chair. um OP having the chair, there was actually plan B. Plan A was demanding another person waiting in line get on their hands and knees for the pregnant woman to sit on their back. Oh my goodness. Okay, yeah. So they are starting to make little fun of her. Um, Maybe a little bit entitlement in the way that she reacted. Sure, I can see that. I can see that. What else do we have here? Impressed at OP for the restraint. If the husband really called him an asshole to his face, I would have been mouthing off. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it depends on the person you are. Like, I wouldn't do it for sure. Like, I hate confrontation. I don't like it. I try to avoid it at all costs. So pretty much, people are on the not the a-hole side, and yeah, and I get that. It's just yeah, I guess entitlement. Yeah, then maybe I would also lean a little bit more towards not the a-hole, because I didn't think of the part of, yeah, if she knew she's not going to be uncomfortable, like she's going to be uncomfortable, and at the same time, like you are not thinking ahead in a sense, like okay, maybe I should take my own folding chair. Then yeah, I would lean more towards that the OP is not the a-hole. And yeah, okay. But maybe you can tell me in the comments, what do you think? What would you do in this situation? And what would be your response? Would you start arguing? Okay. Would you be brave enough? Because I surely wouldn't. I would try to avoid it at all costs. That's why I would most likely give the chair. But yeah. So okay, this is an interesting one. Yeah, I'm just picking at random, so that's why I'm just like scrolling, and if I see like a random title that I think, okay, this might be interesting, I just click on it. So the next story, also from the Am I the A-hole Reddit. So, am I the a-hole for making a woman leave my house? So, not a much of an information here, so I'm hoping to hear more. I, 30 male, was talking with my wife's friend who was there for dinner. She tried to hug my son, 7, but he had a bad day and said no thanks. She kept pressuring him when and he didn't budge, so she looked at me. I said a kid at school started a fight with him and he was grumpy, so maybe later. She said, "Come on, you're just gonna let him disobey like that?" I said I raised him to build his own boundaries and say no when something violates them, and I would never make him break them for someone else. She laughed and said he's lucky he's not her kid, and that behavior would be fixed fast. Oh dear, oh dear. I had my son go to his room, then I told her to get out. I said the reason I got out of bed in the morning was to see my son grow another day older, and I would not stand for him being treated like a pet rather than a person. So wait, hold up. Hold up. My brain did not understand what it read. I had my son go to his room. Then I told her to get out. I said the reason I got out of bed in the morning was to see my son grow another day older, and I would not stand for him being treated like a pet rather than a person. Okay. She called me an a-hole and left. My wife is disappointed because she went to yoga with her, but says she can't scold me because she'd probably do the same. Am I the a-hole? No, dude, you're not the a-hole. Oh my god. This just triggered childhood trauma. Holy crap. Okay. So pretty much the woman got upset because the boy didn't want to hug her because he was grumpy and having a bad day. And that the dad, the father, the OP, is supporting his son and respecting his boundaries. Look, listen. Yeah, maybe son is 7 years old, and maybe for some it's like, oh yeah, that's disobedience. No, I don't see it as disobedience. Of course, there should be boundaries and there should be respect, and but also at this point, the woman should have respected that the boy wasn't in a good mood and should have respected that the boy has a boundary, and maybe at that moment, maybe he's a type of child that when he's too upset, he just doesn't want to be touched, and that's okay too. Like forcing someone to do something you don't want, it's never pleasant, right? It's never nice. So just put that 7 year old in the grown-up's perspective, right? Like you have a bad day and stuff, and then like someone's like keep budging you and then keep like, hey, come on, like whoa. And you're just like, no, no, just let me be. I need to sort whatever I have going on here, or like, yeah, I just need space, I need a breather. Like that's totally okay. It's yeah, but because it's a kid, suddenly it's not okay. No, 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 no. Boundaries should be definitely taught, because this also is gonna go in later in the adulthood, and I don't think that's a bad thing if the child learns that it's okay to say no to things that does not make you feel good. So if the boy doesn't want to be touched, and that should be respected, that it's okay, and that the boy shouldn't feel any guilt, any sort of things like that. So I'm fully supporting that, the same as the Reddit has deemed him not the a-hole, but only like the last sentence that he wrote. My like my wife is disappointed because she went to yoga with her, but says she can't scold me because she'd probably do the same. Yeah, I don't know if I'm understanding it correctly. She can't scold me because she'd probably do the same. Oh, okay. Okay, I think the wife is kind of like agreeing with him. Yeah. Do I understand that correctly? Let me know in the comments. Do I understand that correctly? So let's see what the comment says. Not the a-hole. He's lucky he's not her kid. Damn right he's lucky. He has a father that protects him from nutty ass people. Yeah, okay, yeah. That phrase that she said is it is alarming. Then I wouldn't want to be in her household for sure. It's kind of almost sounding like one of those egoistic people, like, like sometimes when the grandmas come over, like, oh, come give me a kiss, and you're like, ah, no, 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 I don't want to. But then you're kind of forced into it because they're kind of like grabbing you in a sense, and it's like you're just waiting for it to be over with, type of thing. Like, yeah, I don't know, I don't know, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. No, no, no. There's another comment saying usually the people who say things like that are suck ass parents who barely even know their own kid. Yeah, I don't know about that, but this does make me feel like the OP's wife's friend is a type of person that if they have kids at the when the kids grow up, they choose to go no contact. So yeah, I've personally done that. I've gone no contact with one of my parents, and let me tell you, that was the best thing I ever did because nothing good was coming from it. So, but yeah, that's what she sounds to me like. Like she would be one of those parents that later in life, when her kids are in their own lives, and then she would be the one making the TikTok saying, "Oh, I don't know what happened. My kids don't want to talk to me and they don't want to see me and stuff." And I'm like, "Well, reflect a little bit and then maybe you'll see why." So, yeah. Yeah, what else? Uh Another, oh, if you're hearing my dog, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. My room currently doesn't have a door, so I hope to get the door real soon. So I truly apologize for the dog. There's, yeah, someone probably with a dog on the street. So my apologies. Please, please don't be too mad. Another person comments, I grew up in a give everyone kisses and hugs, say goodbye family, and now that I'm one of the aunts, I will explicitly tell the little guys only if you want when my cousins do the same. This is what I mean. This is what I mean by that grandma. Oh, come give me a kiss and stuff, and then you don't want to. Ah, oh, I had a grandma. I have a grandma like that. Oh, she did that to me when I was a child. No, 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 no. Only if they want to. Only if they want to. And that's exactly the same approach with for me with the children as well. If they want to engage with me, if they want to have a physical contact with me, yeah, if they want to hold my hand, or they want to play with me, or they want to have a hug or whatnot, yeah, sure, I'm open to it. If you don't want me to touch you, I'm not gonna touch you, and that's it. And just don't take it personally, dudes. It's okay. It's okay. You can chill a little bit. It's gonna be fine. And yeah, yeah. So someone's responding to that comment that I just read. Same here. I usually phrase it as, "Is it okay if I give you a hug?" or something similar. My mom really wanted my daughter to give her a hug and a kiss. Daughter didn't want to, but I'm your